Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Road to 3000 part 11. The current rating is, sorry that's the Blitz one, I apologize. The current rating is 2595. In the previous stream we dropped 20 points unfortunately, but on this stream I'll try to get back to 2600 and get as high rating as possible. Most importantly, we need to enjoy the process and hopefully we will have a successful stream with the least amount of cheaters and good enjoyable atmosphere. Hello everyone, Reto Hippie. Can I help with the moves? GM Lizzy is here to assist. Absolutely, Cody. With a great pleasure. How is Lizzy doing? გამარჯობა ლუკა ფერო, დიდი მადლობა. Okay, let's check this person out. 2020 is relatively old account, so I think it's worth it to play against him. Let me have a look at his Blitz rating as well. Aoi Yoshida. Hopefully he has some good rating in Blitz as well. Okay, 2362, legit. At least it looks like it. So we have got the Jobo London system with knight c3. Depends on how he proceeds further now. Bishop f4, bishop g5, both of the moves are possible. And here I have a couple of moves, but I do like c5. There is e6, there is c5. These are the two main options to play against it. White is aiming to go for e3, queen d2, long castle and start the attack on the other side of the board. But this is also one of the theoretical variation. Okay, he goes there. I'm gonna give a check, followed by grabbing the pawn on c5. This is a typical structure. Thank you, Philip, for the follow. Queen takes. I guess queen a4, knight c6. Okay, we are going to develop. And I think he will just grab the pawn. The question is, what do we do after queen e4? No, he's still taking his time. Maybe he's thinking about some other moves, but okay. Let's just go bishop f5, attack the queen, trying to gain a tempo on the queen. And he goes away. Okay, what is his plan? Can I actually try some moves like this, or is it just too much to ask for? He still keeps the queens on the board. Maybe he wants to play bishop e3 later. Not entirely sure. I can try to go for this g6, bishop g7 idea. This is one. We have some other options. Let me explore a bit more. e6 is another, just preventing any bishop b5 business, which I actually don't mind. I think it's a good looking move. No bishop b5 is coming up, and maybe we can potentially look for some e5 ideas as well in the future. Hello, Chopin Rock. Thank you for following. On the stream, I won't be playing with the viewers, but maybe in the future I'll plan one. User, thank you for the follow. So, we're preventing bishop b5 idea. Let me see what he does now. Knight f3. That move was expected. Then, let's play Queen a5. It's a bit strange looking move though, I'm giving up a lot for it. I can also play f6 followed by e5. You know, it looks strange, but let's give it a try. My plan is to put the pawn on e5 and kind of have a good grip over the center. Position looks a bit messy, but hopefully it's fine. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, how is the background music? Is it loud? It's okay, like just give me a bit more data, please. So let's try Queen a5. If takes, I'll take it back. Queen b3. Seems like he really wants to maintain the queens on the board. But at this point, I think long castle makes sense. There is bishop b6 coming up. Yeah, that we don't want to allow. Okay, in this case, we need to tuck the queen back. Then he goes for bishop b6 ideas, maybe. Tough position. But in any case, let's move the queen down. Maybe a bit later knight a5 ideas might be in there. e5 has to be played sooner or later. e6. Let's go with e5. Magnus Castle has finally returned to slower time format. I don't understand how you're all playing, not watching. How did he do today? I go here, he might try bishop c4. That is a possibility. So, where do we move the queen? Say I try this, he goes there. I can play queen g6 at some point, but it looks relatively risky, so I'll just tuck the queen back on c8. Probably not the most ideal setup what we chose. He got some good play, but still. Jordan is beating him. Oh, Jordan, that's weird. Still needs a bit of time to adjust, probably. Okay, we ended up in a worse position. There is no doubt about it anymore. If anyone had some doubts, we are in a tough situation. The question is, what do we do now? Okay, I believe I just need to develop the bishop here. If check, I'll just move it away. What else to do? Bishop g6. Bishop g6 is possible, but I don't mind as much this bishop f7. I can sidestep with the king. I have a bad feeling about this game, guys. When a person says, he texted me in chat that he's checking my stream, now usually it's not a good sign. But let's see. So he goes for the castle. Well, somehow we need to get rid of this guy, yeah? Maybe knight here to go with bishop e6. I can also try to move the knight towards this direction, which isn't bad actually. Let's say knight b8, he goes rook d1, knight d7. At least we are annoying him and attacking some unpleasant squares. Yeah, I think rerouting the knight is a good idea at this point. Challenging the bishop, and maybe at some point b5 as well. Bishop d8 maybe as well. Yeah, actually that's a good looking move. Bishop d8 to get rid of it. I just want to keep the pieces more on the board. Jordan is weird human being by all parameter. Human Peter. Okay, so just probably Magnus just got worse position and that's all. It's a draw by perfect play. Lashak, Kalmarģis, კარგად მადლობა თავად. Zedizma, ყოველ ცნობილთან ვისთან გითამაშია. Who I have played the most famous? I think probably Ali Reza was the most famous I've played over the board classical chess. Ali Reza Pirozist. 95. 97, sorry. My bad, is on the way. We're getting low on time, actually. He's in deep thoughts. Knight h4. A very smart move, actually. I would say incredibly smart move. So I don't have a choice rather than just putting the bishop here, which is not something I would like to do. But what else? Wow. That's a smart move, man. Well done. So you see, he just needs to go for these and then brings up the rooks, I guess. I don't know. He's in deep computer analysis. Ah, Cody, you can't even imagine, man. Like, how many games I've played and they're still out there and I can't do much. Okay, is it time to somehow, you know, like just say hi to his pieces? I can also try this though. I go a5, how does it help me? I just want to go a4. Okay, well, he does have the control over some squares, but on the other hand, I have got some activity still. I have some threats, like there is nothing direct, that's what causes the problems. Gavi, thanks for sharing the live. Now sometimes they also need to slow down, Cody, you know? It's too much to handle at once. Downjabagio. JJ Galmochus. A4 is on the way. I'm just really hoping to get into blitz territory where the time is low and I can do something. But objectively, it's not that terrible, I guess. I guess we will figure it out if it is or not, but anyhow. Do I have g6? Say knight takes, this is fine. If he goes bishop takes g6, bishop e6. Moves the queen away, I take knight here, here. I have a bad feeling about that. I just need to go bishop e6. Play solid. Yeah, bishop e6 is a indeed. Queen goes down. Okay. I think he's slowing down. So we get a chance to finally activate the pieces. Let's attack this. ცოტა გამოუწვერეთ სიტუაციიდან. არ პოზიციის გამო. G6. This check leads to something. Probably not. Why do I keep saying G6? So let's go for it. I think I'm fine. Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes, I go up. That shouldn't be that bad though. I move up. He takes, I take it back, and I get 2 pieces though. It's playable. My king is safe. And maybe at some point rook g8 ideas as well, and his king isn't doing great. You're better now, I think. Yes, for sure, we should be better. Okay, hang on. He wants this knight. What do we have? How about I go here? He takes queen h3, rook e7, king e7, g3, bishop d5, and somehow trying to get to his camp. I think it's a possibility. Razma, thanks for sharing the live. Okay. Oh no, g3 right away leads to this. It's... yeah, strange. Salim Ali, thanks for the follow. Good. Can I get 2200 in a year? What's your starting rating? This we got it. I get... yeah. He got a nice position, definitely had the upper hand, but later messed up. We'll check it out. Yep, we can try to do the rematch, let's see. Yeah, there were some mistakes indeed, but we will just analyze it later. Let's go with e4, c5, knight f3. I'll try d4 setup. Okay, so after this, let's stack the queen on e3. Agnes Hodze. Okay, knight c3. Just goes to show they don't understand the position they get. Yeah, it definitely didn't work out well for him. Cody, by the way, I had a question. When will you be able to participate into the tournaments? You know exactly what I mean. I think I sent you this message on Instagram as well, but I didn't see the response. Okay, so let's just protect the knight on c3, maybe a long castle or something like that. d5 right away. That's something new. I'll take it. Knight d5. Okay. See the threat. I'll capture it. And queen takes. I can actually try to go long castle. Do I get mated if something? Probably not, but why to risk it, right? There is no reason to go for it on purpose. So how about I just play bishop d3, potentially making a short castle, and trying to play this preferable pawn structure. It should have a slight plus. Thank you for sharing the live, Yak. A7, how are you doing? A7, is that you, Abdullah? What are this opponent? Ara. Opponent A, Sakmaut Shvidia. No, Ahmed Yunus. Ahmed, how are you doing, man? So, do we trade the queens? Going to the end game? I mean, I could, but why though? Let's just go down. I think it's unnecessary. Hello, Helmer. Thank you for the follow, Mamuk. Castle. Either side will be fine. IK, Akloy. Ahmed, what tournament is coming up? His queen is misplaced, definitely, Cody. So I'm really hoping to go for some c4, b4 when the time is right. That looks legit. Long castle? No, I don't know. I don't think so, actually. I think it's too much to ask. On the other hand, I can start going for c4 here as well. Or let's just make a castle first. Make sure everything is safe and solid, and we can start marching pawns. It was okay to trade the queens off as well, I think, but I prefer this position to play on. Okay, it's time. Let's chase the queen. Would endgames favor you with the slightly better pawn structure, or it's better to let the game go on for a while before exchange? Elmore, it's slightly better, no doubt, if I trade the queens off. But I'm looking for a good deal for me to make this exchange. Okay, do we proceed further? e4, probably here. We go c5 as well. I think I just need to continue marching the pawns forward. In case of knight d4, I can just exchange it, and his queen also will be hanging later. Yeah, 7G, thank you for the gifts. I wanted to raise my Blitz Elo 2200. I didn't play Blitz for a long time. No, actually, before you play the fast time controls, I would advise you to work on the Puzzle Rush, Puzzle Racer, and this stuff. It's mandatory, guys. That would tremendously help you to calculate faster. Okay, this endgame, I think it's possible to play, but let's see, what does he want to do? 95, right? That's what he wants. b5, I don't believe in it. How about I just go rook here? But if he goes, let's say, knight d4, I take queen h2. It's possible that he might get something, huh? Not worth it. If I activate the queen here, he will go with f5 for sure. That is his plan. Okay, so knight d4 is a threat. I move the bishop here. How does he respond? If e5, d5 is possible to play. Not that big fan of this move, but I need to, because knight d4 is not messing around, guys. It's not a small threat. ამ ფონზე თავი GM-ი მგონია. არა, კარგად თამაშობთ ისო, ეგრეც არ არის. You want to play great endgame, play opening accurately. Good advice. So there is a book called Woodpecker Method. It's a nice puzzle book that has been recommended to me by several grandmasters. Yeah, well, it's definitely a good one. I agree with that. I'll join in this list. I'll just use it. You have a high score in 3 minutes. Puzzle Rush, I think it's 48, if I'm not mistaken. I'm good at calculation, but they keep playing strange things to waste time. Yeah, this is part of Blitz. You need to get used to it. Okay, I think now I can play Rook E1. Right? That will not harm the position at all. And in case of E5, we are always happy to push the pawn forward. On the other hand, I'm just centralizing the pieces and playing on. B5 could be a move already in near future. Thank you, Amo, for sharing the live stream. Shewang, Dorji, welcome. Just a moment, guys. I'll be right back. Need to adjust the AC. 1 minute. Thank you, Marwan Ali, for the follow. H4 with the trap. That will barely work. He really wanted to bring the knight on d4 though. 8,000 soon. I'll try my best, guys. I'll try my best to get to that rating range. Alright, what do we do? If I go b5... Possible, but clearly we need the rook more centralized. Let's go rook d1, d8. What is the follow-up now, guys? Let's think about it. Okay. And it looks a bit strange, but let's try these. Okay, let's go here. I might just bring the rook into the attack right now. We're getting low on time. Need to play accurately. There are probably many good moves at this point in this position. Something like this perhaps is on the way. If it was possible to play h4, what's the idea of h4 and long castle? No, long castle earlier had this downside of queen coming on a2, guys. And that was something I was trying to avoid by all means, so that was the downside of it. Right after we finish this game, then we can analyze it together, and we will check out both of the games, guys. C4 and then. So, okay, I see now what you're saying. We will check it out together. Stay tuned. Whenever we complete this game, we will check out both of the games. First, we will check this out, because it's a current one. For those who just joined, it will be preferable, I believe, to start with it. And then we can look at the other one. Okay, let's see what he does. It's not a simple position for him, though. I'm glad we kept the queens on the board. That was a good thing to do. Rook here. Okay, you know what? I'll try to strike now. There's no bishop h2, nothing like that. And all of a sudden, the queen feels the heat, you know? f5 was expected move. And I knew he was going to do, but that also causes the weaknesses, doesn't it? There's no e5 right away. Yes, it does create the weaknesses, so we tuck the rook down. Now we bring another one here. Shift the focus towards the e6 weakness. X Galmarjus. How is the background music, guys? Is it fine? Okay, he is really trying to bring his pieces on the other side of the board, which is legit. All right, let's start with this move first. At this point, I firmly believe it's essential to simplify the position a little bit. Okay, let's see what he's planning to do. Really wants to bring this guy there. Okay, I'll take it. Takes back and knight f4 is on the way, he said. Alright. Go knight e5, knight f4, knight up. He sort of gets an odd play, but regardless, let's go for it. I think I can just play rook e3 and if queen g5 ideas, rook g3 will be there as well, so... Cijel Meo Savilec Arnote Madloba Blood. It's a nice background music, not distracting, not boring, just perfect to keep attention. Thank you, Helmer. The rook comes up. Bishop c6 was an expected move. But I think I've gotta take this guy though. Not a big fan of it, but it is what it is. Let's move the rook away. So we can tuck the bishop back on f1 and go with g3 ideas as well. He still has weaknesses to take care of. His problems didn't get solved all of a sudden. So let's just go down. No, he definitely got some counterplay, guys. We allowed too much. Probably there was easier way to handle it, but for some reason I didn't pay attention. But anyhow, we're in blitz territory at this point, so the game takes a different dynamics. So we have all the squares covered up. Maybe queen e5 is on the way. Is his threat. Is there a knight h3? There is no knight h3. Knight e2, something. I think nothing, so let's go queen e5. Let's challenge his pieces. I've got to figure out what to do. Rook d4. He's struggling. He's struggling heavily. Is there a direct way to approach? Okay, let's just challenge the queen and maybe attack it this way. Looks a bit artificial, but you know, why not? Here, check. And take this guy. Okay, he holds it together. I can grab this, can't I? Yep, it's the right time. G5. I knew he would try to do something like that sooner or later, but probably not the best time, buddy. Looks all safe. Simplifications will not harm us at all. I'll take this pawn too. I'll take this pawn as well. Taking the full house. Taking the full house. Maybe we can prepare a little bit. Take this guy, go queen e6 next. Yeah, I don't think he will survive from this. Should we take this as well? Why not? We took everything. Okay, good match. Thank you, Aoi Yoshida. It was a pleasant one. Let's go to the game review. It was an interesting game. Right, let me see. I think he sent me something in chat. Just have a look at it. And let's see. How was the game, guys? Thank you, Amal, for sending the gift. Is there anything in chat he wrote? I missed it. Yeah, maybe I just missed it. Okay. All right. So let's have a look at the second game, and then we will check out the first one as well. 2005 სიმაკრეიტინგ ჩესკანს და ფიდეზე რამდენი უნდა ვიყო თქვენი აზრი. ანდრია ძალიან რთული სათქმელია, მინახავს ბევრი ვერსია. ჯობია რომ 3-4 ტურზე მიიღოთ მონაწილეობა და მაგით მიხვდებით ფიდეს რა რეიტინგი უნდა გქონდეთ. Нол поменялся. О. А цел менять ферзей, но не надо. Просто бери на e6, на f5 и все. Уже просто выиграно стоит. Каумарджес, Каумарджес. Okay, so we went for this strange setup. It's not like that popular. Obviously, knight d4 is way more common looking option. I've seen a lot of top grandmasters are trying to play that. So queen takes, knight c6, queen e3. We just develop the pieces normally. For those who were wondering, in case bishop takes c3, I would grab it back with the queen. If knight e4, I could just take on g7. This is fine. If he makes a castle, I can try to go for bishop d3 first. Make sure pawn is well guarded, followed by short castle, maybe potentially long castle as well. So he goes for bishop a5, bishop d2. We trade off the pieces. And actually, Engine still favors a long castle. And says that after bishop d2, I need to take it back with the knight. Maybe. Because for some reason, the only two options I looked at was the queen takes and rook takes. But there was queen a2, and then I have to move the rook away, or c3. It's equal, not worth it. So bishop d3. I believe there was this question about trying c4, and if the queen goes away, then long castle. If the queen goes away, I don't have an issue with that, but the moment I push c4, he's going to take on d2, and that might not be pleasant, because let's say if he takes, I'll take it back with the queen, we trade it off, maybe, and I don't think I have the edge anymore. It's probably close to even. So I went for bishop d3, bishop b6, we kept the queens on the board. Engine actually prefers that rather than going for queen e4. And after queen e4 it gives a tiny plus. So castle, castle, h6. Yeah, this position just looks tough for my opponent to play. My pieces are more coordinated. His main issue is the c8 bishop. Probably he needs to try to solve that. Not so clear cut. So we did it correctly, this b4, c4. In case of knight d4, I can just take it and he can't proceed further because the queens are getting exchanged as well. So when he moves it back, it's a nice threat to go for knight d4. In case I take it, he captures on h2 and I'll lose the game. So a6, rook e1, bishop d7. We just activated the pieces and went for queen c2. Queen c2's idea was to bring the rook up on e4 and h4. Okay, here the engine says the best move is to go a4 followed by b5, I guess. Maybe, doesn't look bad. After this rook e4, it actually likes this idea. Rook g4 will be just trapping the queen, like on spot. So he played properly, f5 should be played, we tuck the rook down. No, instead of rook e2, rook e1 is preferable. I have no idea why, but I guess we will figure out. He found a really nice maneuver, knight getting to f4 square. Kudos to him. Very well spotted. I trade the pieces off, knight e5. And we get... he's still slightly worse in this position because all the weaknesses are well covered up. Maybe g3 at some point, rook e6 coming, and there is not much. He tried, but still computer prefers my position, and that was the decisive mistake. But regardless, if he tries to go for something like g5, I'll go g3, and the moment knight leaves I can take on e6. Probably he was supposed to find something in between here, some moves, but okay. Overall, it turned out well for me, but it was a well-played game from his side. And here I could trade the queens off by taking on e6 as well, but there is no reason when I can just grab the pawns and... yeah, he's in a tough position. So that was an interesting game. Let's do you want to look at the first game as well, guys, which we played against him? Gandeni and Aitzi. Sami. Can you rate this blitz line? Queen's gambit accepted. e3, e5, takes, queen b3. I would say 7 or 8 out of 10 though. Nice game, sir. It was a close game, to be honest. Zijan, is that you which I played against? Abad тогава съм майта се твора ми се Max Nonner od Francis Must Aulewar. Something happened. I have no idea what happened. But was it like... Guys, I don't even have it on actually. Hang on 1 minute. Probably was something on Twitch. Let me have a look at it. That was a weird sound, wasn't it? You all heard it, right? Or it was only me? I can't see it. Oh, it seems all quiet there. Maybe on... No idea. Yeah, I really apologize, guys. I'm not really spotting it immediately what happened and so on. Says Thomas subscribes to... Ah, okay. Thanks, Thomas. Thanks. Appreciate it. I didn't know you still subscribed, though. We were discussing about it, but... Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was me. Okay, sure. Let's have a look at it. You definitely heard it, yeah? Yeah, it was quite loud. Hang on. Let's have a look at the first game. Hi, Abdurrahman. Magnus has done it again. Absent any material advantage, he survives to a drawn position. Jordan got really close but couldn't maintain. It's double knights versus bishop and rook. Yeah, if there are no pawns, then that should be it. Okay, let's have a look at it. This game was interesting. So Jobava London system. Like black castles and then c4. Helmur, it was possible to try that as well, I believe. Going for the long castle ideas. It's just, it already felt kind of off when I already took the direction to short castle, because c4, d4, all the moves are coming naturally. It's thing of taste, I guess. This is a sharp line. I've encountered it once in my games over the board. So the reason why we go with c5 is simple. We just want to go directly after the pawn. In case he takes it, we push d4, attack the knight. And if he goes for knight b5, we go with queen a5. And that just actually looks bad to capture it. There's no knight b5, ladies and gentlemen, due to this check. And knight is under attack. So he needs to go back. So I'm sure he wasn't planning to do that. That's the reason why he went for e4. But there is another move, e3, which is also an interesting approach. I'm going to take it. Knight b5 is a heavy theory, queen a5, and actually there is a rook sacrifice. But if he takes it just simply with the pawn, that leads to bishop g4 followed by knight c6. And at the end, I managed to cover up the c7 square. There's another move of just playing a6 right away, a calmer approach. Developing the bishop here and here and going for e6. So this is the type of structure. But he went for e4, which is a correct move. It immediately challenges you in the center. We take it with the knight. And at the end of it, after a couple of trades, here queen goes, knight c6, queen e4. The engine here prefers to go with g6. Probably it's preferable. And then bishop g7 and castle. Because the moment I played bishop f5, some things got messed up. Aha, okay. So instead of a6, guys, what do you think is the best move in this situation with black? Who can say it? After bishop b4, queen f4 is good move or not? Yeah, it was that was me. Ah, okay, Zijan, that's good that you joined. After b4, queen f4 was good move or not? I think you could try that, yes. I think f6 was a blunder of yours. It weakens the white squares, I guess. Yes, we will just get there. But what do you think in the current situation? Ქართულად რატო ვლაპარაკობ? ქართულ კომენტარებზე ქართულად პასუხობ, დათა ისე ინგლისურ ენოვანი სტრიმი არის. Long castle, გავმოდის პაკო. I'm in your chess club. That's great. a6 rook d8. Yeah, actually, if I try long castle, that looks... There is something concrete, like bishop d3, bishop e3, sorry. In case of queen d5, knight f3. It looks playable to me, but here engine really screams for queen b6. That's an interesting move. And if he goes for long castle, e5. And if he goes here, bishop c5. But what do I do if he takes? Excuse me? Guys? What is the best move in the current situation? I'm not sure if it will keep the same, but make a move with black here. e6 or rook d8. Here we go, code. Bishop a3. Ah, man, it's too much. So he grabs on a3, and then I go here, so he no longer covers this square, this diagonal, so I can take the bishop. Get out, man. I'm not gonna see that. Bravo code. Bishop a3 is a really good one. Bishop a3. Once Ivanchuk played it actually in his game. That was... we might have some kind of streams like that where I will be analyzing games. Let's see. Depends on the feedback. A definite engine move. Yes, Thomas, what the hell is that? Like, who is calculating that? On the other hand, I could try e5 right away. I would say on a more human side. So after queen a5, if we exchange the pieces... Yeah, that was preferable actually. I have no idea why I didn't go for it. Bishop e6, f6. It looks more playable, of course. But moving on... If he tries to keep the queens on the board, which probably was his intention, that is a mistake. Who can spot why? GM lazy move. Perfect. Is e6 slow? Yes, it's a bit slow. That's insane, indeed. The one who asked, do you remember I'm in your chess? Yes, I remember. I remember. How was your tournament? How was the end of it? Knight d4, close call, Cody. Very close call. What's this insanity, guys? Knight b4. Yep, knight b4. So we're attacking the c2. If he takes it, I'll take it back with the bishop. Alright, so I played a6, bishop here. f6 probably is a mistake. I really wanted to put the pawn there, but it didn't work out well. You know, originally my idea was that after this I would go here and then make a long castle, but I missed that he has this bishop b6 and it messes up everything. So here the engine screams for b5, and if he attacks the queen, then going for knight a5, knight c4, just completely ignoring my placement of the queen side and moving on. Okay, anyhow, I played f6, bishop e3, queen a5. I definitely got a worse position, no doubt. Instead of that, bishop c4 would have been better for him. Yeah, here he definitely slowed down. You were really supposed to find something. It doesn't say something concrete. Knight b8 also a mistake. Knight d8 would have been better to go for it, but I thought he was going to take it. King takes was the last thing I wanted to do. Yeah, knight h4. I just say some insane moves, guys. Aha, okay. You had a winning move here. What is the winning move, guys? White to move. Who can spot that? By the way, don't forget to follow the channel, subscribe, like, all the good stuff, you know, if you enjoy the process. I mean, what causes that? For the last 24 hours, I'm playing the war chess of my life, and you know what's my level? You know, my D game, C game, but what do you think? Well, Clisso, you just need to sleep, man, and rest. Yes. Bishop g8 is deadly, and it is winning. Such a sneaky move. I've got to sacrifice the rook. No other way. You try getting an IM title. Neil, it's a good advice. I'll try my best. Takes. He definitely could punish us playing this. And he takes this as well. I can develop the pieces, but objectively I'm just lost. There's no hope though. So he went for this. a5. Again, bishop g8 was there. Yeah, this game was terribly played actually. And here, yeah, he went for the sacrifice. He took 2 pieces, but it already looks okay for me. Yeah, here I still think you were supposed to take and maybe potentially queen e4 or some checks, but anyhow, there were many mistakes in this game. Definitely bad quality and terrible chess we played. First one. When I'm back to have time to study properly for chess, I'll be aiming for the CM title. I know I'm about 450 points away from it, but I believe that I can get there. Thomas, you're capable of doing it. I know it. Okay, let's move on. Thank you for the games, Zijan. It was pleasant. And let's just play another game. Yeah, the first game was terrible. For both of us. Any mistakes we made. Next game. Seem like a beginner, I can teach you. I'm 900 elo. Neil, I have hard time actually checking out when my opponent attacks my pieces. Sometimes I keep it hanging. Any advice you have for that? ATC Eto. Let's see. We have got the Reti, kind of a hybrid of many things. I like to play with this c6 knight f6 setups. This pawn I usually capture. This is one of the theoretical variation. We are ready to make a castle next. 2 puzzles. Abdurrahman already knows the script. And you see, the bot already upgraded you to level 2 as well. By the way, one question for those who are watching on Twitch. Gentlemen, please tell me how many viewers, live viewers are there currently? Do we still have some absurd numbers or is it fine now? Queen c2, knight d6. I really want to keep the grip of the pawn. e4, but I think not for long, yeah? It was good times. I tried to do something, but this time has passed. Okay, since the time has passed, let's look at some other options. Maybe I can try this. But he might consider moving this here. Probably not so ideal. I'll just go for the castle. I think it's fine. This pawn will be like a weakness for him as well. Knight a3. Okay. Let me see what I can do. Can we try these somewhere like then? I can also try bishop g4, maybe knight e5. Move it away. Not a big fan of it though. Maybe, but it looks still a bit dubious decision, I would say. On the other hand, okay, let's try bishop g4, maybe queen c8 idea. Current number is 3. Okay, that's good that no absurd numbers. Like last stream we had over 1,000 viewers, I think, or 800 or 900, some absurd number. How about knight a6? Yes, knight a6 is on my radar, but for now I would like to attack this and this at the same time. Advice I have is don't blunder. I'll try to follow it, Neil. Hello XRC. Krishna. Was stupid last time. It should only be actual viewer numbers, not some inflated nonsense from the other sides. It might come back though, guys. I can guarantee you. Just at some point, if you're going on Twitch and you see some people checking it out for, I don't know, I think over 30 already looks suspicious. We don't have that many active people and only a couple of them right in chat. Okay, so he's calculating. Let's check out his account. Who is that person? He also has a picture, maybe of his own. Blitz 2395. Yep, his Blitz and Rapid are almost the same. ამ ბოლოს რაღაც საშინლად თამაშობ. აკო შემოგვიერთი ჭადრაკი კომზე ისე. ეგ სულ დავივიწყეთ, მაგრამ აი საით. Do you play chess, bro? Right, Obella. Trying. We're learning some new things. Can you rank top 3 viewed platforms? Top 3 viewed platforms among what? Abdurrahman, tell me please. You meant in general or chess connected, oriented, stream wise? Give me a bit of context, please. Want me to explain how the knight moves? Yes, Neil, go for it, please. Tell us. Nika madlova gamotserისთვის on your channel. On my channel, I would say YouTube still on the first place, then comes TikTok, even though TikTok is surpassing currently. And the third one definitely should be Twitch when it comes to streaming. But Instagram gets the most amount of views in general compared to other platforms for the reels whenever I upload. So on e5, what do? I can also take this guy and claim everything is fine, followed by knight f5. Is it just the claim or everything is actually fine? This is one move. How does he respond, by the way, between us? Let's just play like bishop e3. I can take, he takes, and I will grab here as well. I think he misplayed it a bit. I'm not sure about this move. Or perhaps he couldn't really figure out how to defend it and decided to give it up, maybe. But at least we caused some problems. Knight f5 minus, yeah, same. Chess კომზე ვთამაშობ. არა, ჭადრაკი კომზე ბევრი კურსები და მაგარი რაღაცეები გვაქვს. თან ერთი დღე უფასოა, შემოდი და მე შეგიძლია გავუქმო. აკაცი, გამარჯოს ნიკა, მადლობა. საჩუქრებისთვის. Thank you for the gifts. Best move is to stand up and slap the opponent and force him to resign. Neil, that's a good one. How do you do it during the online games? Jordan is winning again. Hang on. What's happening now, guys? Is One Forest winning or it's drawish or what's up? Wasalius, thank you for sharing the live stream. Can you watch School Days anime after? I don't watch the animes actually. This time has passed and I know that there are many good ones, just didn't watch any of it, guys. So let's take this. I'm gonna take this as well. Unfortunately, the bishop is hanging for him, so he needs to capture. Okay, Glasnikha, please. Let's take on d4. What's up with this pawn as well? don't know, I will just take it. If you let me, I'll just grab it. Use the chatbot and tell him that he will sue him. That's quite an advice. Knight takes c4 was expected. Question is, can we actually take on e5 or no? Don't want to get in trouble. I think I can't take it because if I do, he plays this, I need to stay here and b4 and I'm actually losing a piece. Alright, since that doesn't work, let's choose plan B, shall we? About 97, rook d1, knight a6, I can try. I know it's a bit offside, but I mean, who cares? As long as the pieces get developed, that's all we need. Here I think that's a good parking place for the queen. Maintains pressure. At the right time, we might go for this move. At the right time. Jumong or Jumanji Maxos. Do you guys have you seen a movie called Jumanji? Is it fine for a d4 player to also learn e4 and make it part of his repertoire, or it's too difficult for under 2000? I mean, if you don't mind the amount of time you're going to spend working on it, by all means, go for it. Okay, so he wants this. If we capture it, his plan is to grab this pawn. Not on my watch, buddy. Not on my watch. I know it's passive, but who cares about that? Let's just protect it. I need this pawn well guarded. No problem. A bit of passivity is okay, as long as you have a plan how to get out from that. Position is again equal. Knight versus rook. Magnus might have blundered, but Jordan needs to play very accurately. The position is a draw again, then another blunder is crazy. Okay, so objectively the position is super difficult to play, right? We can already assume that. Queen e4. Hang on. What do we do? How do I get out, man? This rook, I can move this and maybe knight c5. Really hate this guy hanging around in my camp rudely. Should we try this? It's okay, I believe. b5 is another move though. You know what, I'll try this. Knight c5 is not a small threat. Jokes aside, it's not a small threat. Jumanji, it's a must-see movie, and at the end of the year, you will yell Jumanji to kick away the bad stuff from the passing year. Absolutely. That's a lovely movie though. When was it created? Does it even have some parts, or is it only one? Okay, 1 minute. Now let's focus, guys. Let's focus. I don't want to get in trouble. Can I play knight c5? Rook e7. I have a bad feeling about his rook e7. He will lose something on the way. But on the other hand, let's bring the knight in. He still goes for it. Ah. Like there is no issue. Weird. Did he calculate it throughout? Minimum I can do this and come back. But okay, let's think. What do we have? Knight b4. But knight before knight d5 also a good option, Cody. Here I really want to do something. Do I have knight d3? Goes rook d7. What's his plan? He wants to play this, or what does he want to do though? He might want to play knight d6. Alright, I'll just grab the pawn and start pawn grubbing, I think is fine for now. Knight d6. It's getting closer to my king though. I'm not really all that excited about it. But I can take this pawn too. Can't I? Yeah, let's just take all the pawns, you know. At the end he will have very little left to do something. The original one was in the 90s, if I remember correctly. That was a good time. What is happening? Just 2000 are going in chess? How? They are playing 2 first lines, like a ultimate beer. Umongi the Chai are Arguatsken and Abdullah. Guys, this guy is a treater. He was streaming in Georgia, but now look at him. Winder, you see? Damn it, I betrayed Georgia. Umongi the Chai are not Arguatsken. Ava. Solving puzzles, LM, is solely the main thing which will help you drastically improve your level. My calculation, he wants to win. How much is that? Kaihar. And knight b7. Wait a moment. You can't have it all, man, and just claim life is beautiful. It is sometimes, but you know, not always. How about... Wait. How do I approach him properly? Let's go here. Some threats. I mean, we ended up having an extra pawn in a very nice position, but bishop e5, bishop c6. You know, I want to bring the knight there, Neil. Really want to bring the knight. Have some threats, you know? I mean. Bengo's Gambit and Benner ამდენად კორექტული დებიუტია შავებით. Ну, კლასიკურისთვის გრძელვადაში არ გირჩევთ, მაგრამ ისე კარგი ვარიანტია. That's a rating set. Benko or Benoni, I would advise you guys to play it, but for fast time control specifically. The longer ones, maybe not the best shot. Do we go 92 or not, though? Takes, I'll grab it. I don't want to lose something there, but I think I'm not losing anything. If bishop c6, I'll take it. Yeah, 92. It had double meaning, this knight c4, which is good. Here I'll take it. I expected this move. I can't take now. Alright. That's not good, actually. I'll move it away. Okay, hang on. So, now we need to play precisely. How precisely? Let's just attack this guy. Bishop here. Let's move the bishop up so we can bring the king up. Maybe a check. In it. It will help me one day. Okay. Should I just take it and forget about the rest? Yeah, come on, let's go for it, guys. We are ahead in time as well. I think he got this. This guy here, bishop e4. Oops. Let's put the free man. Okay. I really don't want him to take my pawn for free. I don't mind if you take it. How about we bring the king closer here, and let's just take that direction. Start marching on forward. Push. It's a strange setup, but as long as we continue going forward, we shouldn't mind. And he resigned. That was a good move actually to resign there. Position objectively looked bad. Go for the rematch. I haven't tried English for some time, so let's play it. Yes, well played, my friend. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was important to get rid of the pressure, you know. No need to keep playing for no reason. Let's go knight c3. Should he play the ending? Let me see how he plays the ending. Unknown. Do you play lichess? I don't play on lichess at the moment, but in general, of course, I do. I've done a lot of streams there as well, long time ago. Okay, let's activate the king. Bishop here. I can actually go with f4. Let's test his strength in endgames. The way he played f6 and e5 is correct, actually, in these positions. Having these bishops along the diagonal is not that helpful. I think he knew some ideas like that. Maybe knight f3 next, potentially b4, b5 ideas. I mean, there could be a lot of things happening, but let's see. Depends on what he plays. If he trades it off, I'll take it as well. Usually when you trade the queens off in such positions, having the king on c2 is not that bad. So, take it easy, man. Just upload the templates and take it easy. You need to get some sleep. Well played. Thanks, Thomas. Hello there. What is he going to do now? Tough to say. Tough to say. If he takes, I'll grab it back with the g-pawn. And overall, I will have a good pawn structure, potentially create a passed pawn in the center. A passed pawn in the center doesn't look so promising, I know, but still. I feel good. Is it illusion? Oh, I mean, if you're tilted especially and you keep playing it, it never does good. Like, it rarely happens that you manage to get the rating points back whenever you're tilted and things are going terribly for you, so usually taking a break is preferable. So we go f4, knight f3, bring the rook here, taking a long time. Still can calculate tempos. Lack of sleep effects, as I mentioned. Chooses knight on d7, which I think is a smart way to play. Let's activate the piece. Now his light squared bishop got stuck on c8. I mean, it's not the end of the world, clearly, but he would not have minded having it more active, let's say, right? Should we activate this bishop, though? I feel like it's not too bad to try it. Now let's go. Later, I really need to bring the rooks, let's say on e1, f1. Maybe it was just better to start with bishop d2. Still can calculate times, even pensionary is better. By the way, do you know, guys, Kramnik, of course you are aware that he had some issues with Chess.com. It's been a long time, I believe, and he created an account on Chess24. He called himself a pensioner, or pensioner, I don't know how to pronounce it, pensioner, I guess, and he keeps playing on this account on Chess24. Hello, Wankai. Do we take with the bishop? Or with the pawn? Or we include this check. I have the good feeling about bishop takes f4. Especially comes with the tempo. Okay, but this move had some concrete problems. Take, he takes back, bishop here, here. I have knight d3, annoying intermezzo. I can win a pawn. He goes knight f3, I've got this bishop b7. So the question is with what I take. With the knight or with the... What do I keep at the end? If I keep the bishop, I can keep the extra pawn because he attacks it. But if I take it with the knight, that's a different story. I meant if I keep the knight at the end. I have knight d3 coming up in case of rook e8. It attacks the bishop, covers up f2 square, and I've got enough time to play rook e1 as well. It's not bad. Wasn't Chess24 cancelled after joining Chess.com? I have an account on Chess24, but I have no idea I still can use it. I checked it out yesterday. I think they allowed them to have it again. That's exactly what I heard as well, Thomas, that it was cancelled. I'm just 2100 rating, so hard to get over this to achieve rating higher in standard. Chess is a complicated game, and what to do. Let's move the king up. This is a legitimate threat now. Be cautious. Video rating რამდენია? 2045. Hello, Veselionka. Wankai, thank you for the follow. I just tried to go on Chess24, ported me straight to Chess.com. Wait, how did he create the account then, actually, Fiso? Or is it an old news? Because I have seen a picture, actually, Kramnik playing on Chess24. That's weird. How did it happen then? Hang on, so now, let's say I challenge this guy and I really want to bring the rooks correctly in the game. If I do this, he might try rook f8. I really don't want his rooks to hang around there, you know. It will be a pain in the ass. But if I play this, This is actually okay, because I can trade it cleanly. If he goes there, I go rook e1. If rook here, here. At least, and if rook d8, I've got this check, and then knight d5 ideas. Let's see. Let's see how he plays. Knight g4 is a tricky move. And a good one as well, I think. Rook d1 was another good move as well, actually. I think I had some options there. Even a4, now that I'm looking at it, I might not even want to trade the rooks off. And go for all-in right away. Perhaps. Probably old news. Do you mind check my game? Last 3 moves, you'll die laughing. Well, you know this, so that I can't check it out anything right now, so... But I'll check it out later. Get some rest. Probably old news. Yeah, it was 4 years ago. Okay, now I see. Μπορείτε σπουδαστείτε GM αυτό. Νόρμεμ σας το σιάσρουλε, είπατε. Man, can you please give some advice to improve chess like 1500 Blitz and 1900 Rapid? Well, there is only one solution in this case. Which is what, guys? What do I always advise people? You know what? I don't want the trade of the rooks anymore. I'm not in danger. I am the danger occasion now. Say hi to this king. Oh, nobody wants to trade the rooks now. I have different plans at the moment, since he put the rook over there, which is very oddly placed. Hang on. I have this check. Hi, Joy. რა ნორმები უნდა? არის ესეთი ნორმატივები სამ ტურნირზე კარგად უნდა ითამაშოთ, სპეციალური რეიტინგი, პერფორმანსი უნდა გქონდეთ, რომ მიიღო. ერთი მაქვს, ორი მჭირდება კიდე. If I go knight e5 or knight f6. I can't say no to this. It's so straightforward. And I just activate the rook too. Let's just play knight e5. I am the danger. Yes, Joy. Okay, so you're saying I can take it. I will. I'll come down here as well. And I'll take this too. Or is it too much that I'm doing? If I try this, he goes what? Rook here. Knight h5, rook e2. I'm sure there is a nice way. Let's say I go here. Does he still try this move? That leads to nothing special, I guess. Maybe I have a calm way to play this, but let's try it. Okay. Let's see, threat is a4 to mate me. Can we allow that? No, we can't, so let's just push it ourselves. Okay. I give him a check, he comes up. Another check here. It's legit, but he will trade the rooks off. Yeah, he will trade the rooks off. I go knight f4, he grabs it. Yeah, that was a mistake. It was a mistake that I let him do that, so I shouldn't have gone for this mate sequence. Okay. Yeah, but he still has worse position, I believe. Do I trade or I go away? He will go rook e2. What does it change? Nothing. We just played Mickey Mouse. Check and 95 is 1. I think it might be the right direction at this point. Okay, guys, let's just cash out. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone for the mate, no doubt. It's time to cash out. This direction. Okay, check. That was unexpected. He wants to make a draw. Yes, indeed, he wants, but I don't want to make a draw. Magnus lost. Okay, so he couldn't really hold it anymore. Moon's guarantee a draw at least. Maybe rook d1. Yes. Of course. Rook d7, rook f7. Yeah, I overpressed. There's no reason, but... Okay, I can win that. But, you know... Just the why is the question. So why did I go for it? Can I actually win that? 1 minute. Take, captures here, check. F5. Before I take, here, check. Maybe I win, maybe I don't. I don't know, guys, he might actually have a chance to hold it, that rook ending. So I prefer to take this pawn. I'm serious though, this rook ending looks tricky, even though that was originally my idea. Let's just go for this. Yeah, I really need to take this pawn. Here, check. We were supposed to play cleaner, but it's okay. Still should be winning, I hope. Here. Wait, I don't have this. King here, here. E6, D3, A5 takes here. No, he will make a draw. Ah. I want to say I can't capture it. No, I can't capture it. Wow. Okay. Okay, let's play on. I need to play on his time. It's not something what I expected, guys. I really thought that we were gonna win smoother. but sometimes it's just not possible, you know. Check. We need to do some flagging now. Not the way I wanted to win this game, but win is a win. Definitely not the way I wanted to win it though. C4, let's take it. Yes, it's just great. It's a very good game. It's funny that also has a very dark side. I mean, the example of it, when you're not in the mood, you can't play. This is common, so no doubt. When you're tilted, you cannot play. You're hungry, you can't play. On the draw. It's clearly drawish position. Yes, it was drawish, no doubt. Just but I could take the bishop, or I really want to have a look at this rook ending. I think it was interesting, but let's seize the momentum, play the games, and at the end I will check out the games, guys. Will be better. Since we have a good opponent, which I don't feel like is using anything inappropriate, so I don't want to miss that chance, you know. You rarely play against such players on this platform. You won't draw. Ah, okay. Thank you, Nicola. Let's just develop the bishop. Chess is hard at 1000 elo, yes. Ah. Chess was... Okay, so I want to go bishop d6, short castle. I think it is the right time. Then make a castle, maybe e4. Sure. Okay, let's see. We went for rook d1. That bishop requires protection. He goes for e4. Okay. If I go c takes d4. Is there an e5? D takes c3. E takes d6. Go down. E takes. Maybe. Maybe. But I still feel like I need to go for it. Taking will the knight will lead to a castle. Okay guys, I'll be right back in a minute, just a moment. Alright, back. So, he's taking his sweet time, as I see. And with the music. Just a moment, guys. Okay, he goes for f4. Huh. Hello, P. The sound is so high. Is it, guys? I think now it's adjusted automatically. f4. So he wants to go for e5 next. That is expected. And he took like 2 minutes to make this move. I want to allow that. No. How do I prevent it? e5 distance. And maybe a check. Let's go for e5. Here, this check goes away, and we tack the queen down. Because he also has some weaknesses as well in his camp. That I actually have a good pressure on the e4 pawn in case I take it. I'm not so sure about the outcome, but I mean, it looks interesting at least. Sound is fine. No, it's okay. Joy, how did your tournament end? You mentioned you were participating in one. So I'm gonna bring the rook here as well. If knight d6, bishop takes d6, followed by knight c5 later. What does he do? Pawn takes, knight takes. g6, maybe, guys, but I don't want to unless I have to. No, lazy code is tilted. It's very tilted. Okay, so f takes e5. Queen takes or knight takes, it's not so clear cut actually. I think both of them are fine. But I would still prefer to take it with the queen. At least it looks more active and maintains pressure on the e4 pawn as well. Ahmed, thank you for sharing the live stream. წინასწარ გადაღებული ვიდეოა, არადად. ახლა ლაივში. აი d5. ხდება ეგეთი რაღაცეებიც? Okay. So, d5. How do we handle that? ხდება ეგეთი რაღაცეებიც. როგორ? აბა გვითხარი ერთი. So, can you guys record the live in at once? d5. What's his threat? He wants to take this. I'll take it back. How about I just bring the rook in? 97 isn't happening. Let's go for rook c8 because knight c7 is a threat. If he takes, I'll take it back with knight. Pawn takes, queen takes. I know it looks strange, but as long as we have it under control, we're good to go. Just 600 hours of coding. That coding makes you crazy. He shades look. Bro, do you know Bahadur? Yes, I know. We played some games together as well. By the way, I don't think I've played with him in over-the-board chess. Because in the past couple of years, I'm relatively inactive. I can say the same about him as well, but I'm more inactive than him. And by the time he was at his peak, he was not participating into some open tournaments where I could play with him and test myself. So we just played like one bullet game online. That's it. 96 after the trades. I'm really counting on it because the e4 pawn is weak. If he takes, I take 96. At the end of the trades after the simplification, I've got 94 coming up. So he was my teacher after a couple of years. I achieved 2800 elo on leeches. SN, well, you've definitely got to be a good player. Titled as well, I assume. So if he takes, I'll take it back with the knight. Guys, would you like to analyze the games after that? Let's say we finish these and then we do the analysis, or we call it a day after this game ends. Father London top. Yes, actually once I asked him how to avoid getting annoying positions in London and he told me. I can't share it, he told me. Okay, f takes. I was counting on queen takes. But do I still have it available? Let's have a look. I might. Let's say queen e5. Expected move will be this. If I take it with the knight, I'm just worried that he'll bring the bishop and I won't really get much, you know. So let's say here, bishop f4, queen e4, knight f6 is fine. He'll probably play knight e7, which I'm going to take. Knight takes, move the king away, and then knight e4. Not quite there yet. And we need to choose plan B, which is bishop takes. And if he takes this, I can even take it with... No, I can't take it with the knight, but I can go for the move like queen e4. Or let's just grab this guy, f takes. I'm getting something pleasant, actually. Should we try this? It was not on my radar, but if this is something what we must do, I will not step back. Difficult to say. Okay, bishop takes, e takes, takes. Looks scary. Looks very scary. Okay. Can also take and bishop f4 and come down. Actually, that's not that bad. I'll grab on e5. Bishop f4 I don't like because of the... Not because of the trades, because of knight e7. He takes back, I sidestep, and he can trade it, and basically he can take on d7, which looks bad, objectively. Why is the last game you won on time, please? Why chess in real is so difficult? It is indeed. It is indeed. I just... Analysis sounds good. Yeah, okay. After that we will analyze it then. Let me have a look at it one more time if I have this option of... I think I'm okay, actually. Barely, but we are okay. Okay, let's take on e4. Barely, but we are fine. Time fly. Ще класили агроги кореда. Кола давам тавре. Oh, goal goes out. Roll increase. 97, let's move the king away. Time to take it. A lot of bishop takes, you know. If it exists, this, and 96, or no need. Well, it's... No, that didn't work out well, actually. Okay, let's just try it. It's not like we've got plenty of options, so... He will take this. I'm going to grab on f5, knight here, and I'll just back it down. Using his time. Let's grab this guy. Many pieces on the board. Now let's go here. Keep this guy protected. Time is our main asset. And we need to use it wisely. I knew this was coming. I'll trade it off. Bring the king up. We can take it, no problem. Let's keep the rook active. Yes, we don't want to trade it off. But is that actually fine at the end? We go 95. Knight c7. Bishop h4, rook e4. Okay, let's go for it. Peace. Doesn't look right. One minute. But I must play on his time, right? So let's go for it. This is the most important part. Go down. Knight is a tricky piece. He's actually not bad when he makes the moves very fast. Oops. Oops. As we said, knight is a tricky piece. Oh, how painfully the guy lost, though. To kill the knight, he has to move the rook. Irakli J. Madlova. Kamuceristus Madlova. Misha. GG's. We got this. He should be very tilted, though, by now. Okay, let's do the game review. Yeah, this 2 minutes deep thoughts was really flawless actually, and came up with an amazing ideas. Let's have a look at the game. Nice performance. Today we did well. We did well. So, by the way, does anyone remember what I mentioned? What is the rule number 1? That how many games should you play maximum against one player? Just curious who will mention it in chat. It is a must. It's unwritten rule, guys. So we chose an interesting variation, a6, d4, d5. This is normal for black. Try to avoid more than 2. That is absolutely right. 3 is a red flag, and I fell for it. A rook d1, queen e7 is a mistake. Says castle is fine. In case of d takes, I take it back with the knight. If the bishop goes here, we can try this and knight e4 ideas later. And at the end, black is doing fine. If he tries e4, we can take on d4, knight takes d4, and then queen here, which looks more tempting, no doubt. f4, can't I take it? There are some weird options, but I believe it's all set. If we try something like g3, bishop c5, and I need to continue like that. Alright, all clear. So he went for e4, correct move, pawn takes, knight takes, short castle is a mistake. And here, this gentleman took roughly 2 minutes deep thought and played f4, which actually is a correct move. That's why castle is a mistake. And the fish says rook d8 is preferable, followed by bishop c5, in case he decides to do the same, which is logical. Which usually is not bad when it comes to finding good moves. If the queen takes, there is knight e5, and we are good to go. So I know I made a mistake, allowed f4, pushed here, which is practically speaking probably the best move, but I took the wrong decision, e5. So he basically started playing the exclamation marks one after another. Check here, queen e8, knight d5, rook c8 says is a mistake, but I would argue with that. F takes, queen takes, bishop f4 as well. I was supposed to come down. I'll tell you, there was a line which I was calculating, which is bishop takes d5. That's an interesting approach. If he takes it back with the bishop or the pawn, I'm fine, because I can take the pawn on e5 and I'm safe later. But the move which I didn't like was e takes f6. I can't grab it back because he takes my bishop, so bishop b3 makes perfect sense. But that leads to knight h6 check, and I'm in trouble. If I take, I get mated, and if I move the king away, that's not a happy ending for me. He gives a check, I go here, he takes on d7, and even bishop e6 doesn't work, even though I really want to. He can play something like this, and I'm dead lost. So I didn't go for that setup, it looked scary. So we took it with the queen. And here I played queen e4, but the annoying part is that at some point I looked at maybe knight takes e4 was preferable, but it was not, because he takes it with the rook on d7 rather than the other piece, and that didn't work out well. Then he played fast. Objectively, I have chances to hold it, but with precise play it should be winning, of course. But it's not that straightforward. I can see any result in this. And yeah, here we got a chance. He still found the best move, bishop b4. And we ended up into this ending. I was happy to trade the pawns off there, because that's my main goal. I can't really press for the win, but if I just trade it off, it's just a draw, this one. And knight is tricky. Knight is very tricky in fast time control, guys. And exactly one move loses the game, king h5, and he just fell for it. Came down, g6, knight f5, and we took it. It was a nice one. Let's have a look at the other 2 games, because I played 3 games against this gentleman. 26-14, actually. We are getting back to our original rating. The highest we had was 26-19 on this account, so that's a good start. I think this one we need to check, and then the other one. Okay. So in this game, what happened? With the white pieces. Is it the one where we flagged him? Yeah, that's the one actually. Okay, let's see the analysis. Guys, is the live stream lagging? Or it's fine? So we played the English. Tested this endgame, knight c3. I mean, I wouldn't really say that it's the move which you must play and go for descending. There are better approaches like d4, then knight f3, e4 stuff, and so on, or even to grab it with the b-pawn, but I really wanted to test it out, how he would play. Objectively, he's doing fine. Knight f3, castle, and bishop h3. This sequence of the moves was not ideal, what he played. And we managed to get a pawn. But here, I didn't continue accurately. Knight g4 is okay here. Rook d1 was nice. But we went for the beauty, some kind of a checkmate idea, and it didn't just work out well at all. He took, and rook f1 was a mistake. Of course, we have calculated knight f4 just to grab the pawn, which probably is by far the best shot. No, it's not actually, because after knight h5 he has got this rook e2. How do I solve the problems? Check. King comes to g7, let's say. And then I can take it with the check, so he would have played king h7 and rook d5. Yeah, the fish is quite determined to take the pawn with the rook. Yeah, that's a nice move. So he doesn't get the access to the e2 square. He can't double up the rooks on the second rank, so can't really attack b2 and h2 together. Played rook h1, which is a mistake. I want to go for the checkmate threats, but nothing major is happening. He comes down and we don't have a follow-up. If I try this rook f8 check, he just comes up. It looks beautiful, feels like there must be something, but at the end I get nothing at all. So I just went this, which is a blunder. Instead, something like rook f5, it says just to grab the pawn. And now he takes this and he trades the rooks off as well. Okay, the game still goes on and we ended up into this ending, and he actually has calculated very precisely that this ending is a draw. I took some time to have a look at this structure. It's not an easy ending. He takes this, but since he managed to activate the king, he can just come down. I give a check, he goes king g4, I take it, king g3, probably I'll give this check, and what would be the ending? But the engine here gives only slight plus to white, so objectively it should be a draw with a precise play. So well played by him, he spotted it accurately, so I tried to go after this h5 pawn. And surprisingly, he has got this move king g4, and even though we have this beautiful maneuver to get to this bishop, I still cannot take it. Knight b6, because if he takes it, I go for king b5, and there is nothing. I'm not in time to grab the pawns. He just basically makes a draw, okay? Exactly on a tempo, and then we try to play some weird moves, and the rest is not that interesting just because I played on his time and it worked out well at the end of the day. See if he was really low on time. Okay, and the first game which you played against him, let's have a look. What is your ELO? Here we have this 2614. Dexter mgoni აღარ წავიდა ეგ. ეგ ბევრი რაღაცის ბრალია. ალბათ ჩემი ყველაზე მთავარი, მაგრამ შესაბამისი აქტივობა ვერ ვნახე და უბრალოდ დავანებე. Okay, so knight f6, c4. I take it. This is part of the theoretical variation. I've seen a lot of people playing knight e5. Looks typical, because white would like to take the pawn on c4 without allowing me to play b5, but surprisingly there is knight g4. A tricky move, and I just maintain pressure along this diagonal. If he takes, I'll take it back with the bishop, and it's all set. So he chose this a4, and I always go for knight e4 in this position. It's a nice looking move. If he tries to play knight a3, a typical idea, I'm ready to push this c3, and he takes, knight takes. At the end, I'm up a pawn. Obviously, he has some compensation. There is no discussion about it, but I am okay to play it because I don't have any weaknesses in my camp. So he has a lead in development, but I still believe not enough. So after this, I go knight d6, e4, and what is the best move? Is it the castle or knight a6 or bishop g4? All these moves look nice, and I played bishop g4. That's an interesting version. e5 was definitely a big mistake. He collapsed. Notice that there is bishop f3 threat followed by bishop d4. Was looking at some options probably, but couldn't really figure out exactly what. Let's say if knight takes c4, I can simplify, take on f3 followed by queen d4, and white ends up in a tough situation. So e5, knight jumps there, and he no longer can protect the d4 pawn. I'm curious how we handle the complications later. Open up the knight, looks nice, queen c5, also rook d7. And the fish still prefers to take the pawn on e5, giving up this pawn and playing the move like rook bishop here, followed by rook b8. I guess it's fine, but I wanted to keep the pawn structure good. No, actually, the more it thinks rook b8 makes more sense. It just needs to go into some depth to understand that rook b8 is a good move. It's okay. The engine also will learn at some point how to play chess. Queen b4 looks good. Knight c5 is on the way. Here. And this is a bad move. Says e6 is preferable. Rato madloba გამოწერისთვის. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, it makes sense. I just don't want to give it up and play knight c5 and grab the pawns a bit later. Oh, what is that? So knight c5, rook e7. We took this guy, but of course the computer in these occasions always prefers to go for rook e8, rook takes, and rook takes. So that's the thing. We grab this, knight d6, queen b2, and actually he had the chance. Guys, what do you think is the best move right now for white? Salamizma ratingi გამარჯოს ლევანო. მადლობა გამოწერისთვის. რაპიდში გვაქვს 2614. ეს უბრალოდ წინა პარტიას ვარჩევთ და მაგიტოა შედარებით დაბალი. აქ სტრიმობ ხოლმე? კი ბატონო, აქაც YouTube-ზე Twitch sets, so I stream on 3 platforms, on TikTok, YouTube and Twitch. Modern Chess Academy, you can see that, and you will be able to find me there. I have social medias with the same handle. Hello, I am XYY. I'm pardon, but my username. Mohammed, why do you have that username though? So you have a couple of accounts, as I see. So there is apparently e6. There's apparently e6. And he needs to go for it right away. He did it one move late, but still. And guess what? I here bishop g4. I have like 3 pawns extra and the engine evaluates as equal. So, ესე იგი თქვენ კარლსენი და ნაკამურა ერთ და იგივე რეიტინგზე იყავით. Knight takes b7. Knight c4. Still prefers to trade the rooks off, simplifying the position. e6, knight d2. bishop c6, we traded off, and he grabbed on f7. That's 995-დან თამაშობ. Ჩვენიერი, ბრავო, ლევან. უბრალოდ მთელი მსოფლიოს მასშტაბით დაახლოებით შეძლო 5 კაცმა მაგ რეიტინგზე მიაღწია chess.com-ზეც. და 5 ადამიანმა 200 მილიონიდან. ჩვენ ნამდვილად ერთ-ერთი რჩეული ხართ. რატო დაანებეთ ჭადრაკს თავი? რატო არ გააგრძელებთ? We have a chat, ladies and gentlemen, a person which managed to reach 3200 actually. That's a really good rating though. What time controls were you playing? Rommel Drois controls თამაშობდით. Knight f1. Our goal on the streams is to reach 3000s. 20 მიზანია 3000-ზე იქნებ ავიდეთ რამენაირად. ვეცდებით. E takes f7. King goes on h8. I can't really touch that because there is bishop d5 later. So I sidestep with the king. He grabs it. He gets some play there. But it seems like he was supposed to play bishop e8. Heroic migrating Sikarda Magnus Patarabig. Five finances count. ეგ არაფერი, ლევან, იმედია დაგვიბრუნდებით საომავლოდ. რომელ საიტზე თამაშობდით? Rook c8, bishop d5, bishop f6, here and rook c1. And then we're going to bring the rook on c8 later. Თქვენი გვარი გითხარით ფიდეს აკაუნტის გეკნებათ. And my goal was to pin it, but it's not the most ideal, but a practical decision because I want to take the bishop on d5 and grab this. If I give him enough time to somehow maneuver the knight, not right away from c5, here to e6 and then attack the rook on f8, that would cause a lot of problems though. So I think we did the practical decision, takes it, rook takes f7, knight a6 and king g7. Objectively it's equal, but one more time he's low and also he has difficult position. Leon Alandadze. Shwenier, Leon, ICC იყო მაშინ მახსოვს. Who remembers, guys, the ICC who were playing on this website? Adro იყო ICC. So rook a5. Kasparov chess. How exciting. აი ხანი აღარ არის, მაგრამ ძალიან ძველია. ICC, guys. Do you remember it? So bishop d4, knight b4 was a mistake, obviously. He was supposed to push the pawn forward, but we have practical chances, especially considering his time. Yahoo chess. Leon. ICC was before my time back in chess. I only got back in 2019 after 29 years away from the game. I think Ripkaset's will give it. I Zusta. Yahoo chess. Play chess. Play chess was also famous. It was more common. Chess.com started operating, I think 2006, 2008, 9, something like that. Chessgames.com. Madloba Leon რომ შემოგვიერთდით. 2009. Okay. So we take the knight. Roll the king close to this. Fides rating-ებზე თუ თამაშობდით. Fides ტურნირებზე, კლასიკურს. A5, knight d5, bishop d4, and he called it today. No direct moves, and the pawn is coming down while the king is getting activated. Low on time for my opponent, and he just did not hold it well. Also, Township, my Sakatos, Ekuskis champion. Bravo, Leon. Where Township, they were superior Sebsars Arconis Cam. I got it Sudira. They read Aldi Daik Argabagis Cam on Amdu. Samtsukharo. Can we challenge? Magnus lost. No. That will be it, guys. I think for today. Let's check it out. The rating is 2614. We're close to our all-time high, which was 2619. I'll try tomorrow to squeeze more and get higher rating. Let's see how things go. Axiom რას დავდერ სამწელს ბათუმში კასპარო ჩამი და მაგას ვეთამაში. Bravo, Levan. თუ გეცლებათ ხოლმე შემოგვიერთით, საღამოს 9-ზე ვიწყებთ ხოლმე სტრიმებს და გამიხარდება თქვენი ხილვა. შემოგიდეთ ჩაი აღარა ამოდაში, აღარა. Okay, that will be it for today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining, supporting, in chat, in general, following the channels, and for those who are interested in improving chess on a different level, feel free to go on the website modernchess.academy, which has one course free weekly training program, and you can just check it out. And there are many other courses as well for the practical preparation for the tournaments and many others too. I'm thinking about it. I might bring the monthly membership over there rather than selling the courses separately. I'm kind of finalizing these details. Not sure yet exactly how the model would be, but I'll check out what I can do about it. So, მარტო რა ბითებს თამაშობ, ხო? მარტო რა ბითებს თამაშობ. და 788 რეიტინგზე ვარ. ნელ-ნელა მოვუმატებთ ლევან 1788, ნელ-ნელა გაიხსენებთ რა. Okay, that's all. Appreciate guys, everyone for joining. And I'll see you around. დიდი მადლობა ყველას გულშემატკივრობისთვის. ხვალ საღამოს 9 საათზე შევხვდებით საქართველოს დროით. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Gulf Standard Time. I'll see you around. Take care. Bye bye. See ya.